What's up, YouTube? Today we're reviewing the 2022 Ford Edge Titanium. Huge thank you to Greg.Williams over at Koons Sterling Ford for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you're interested in this particular Edge or any Ford product, I'll have his information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. First, let's talk about the exterior and performance. And like I said, this is a 2022 Ford Edge Titanium, and this particular one is painted in agate black. But let's start up here at the front end with the front hood. As you can see, you have this body line that comes from the driver's side as well as this body line that comes down from the passenger side. They both meet up just about right there. You also have a body line at the center of the hood that makes it look like a cowl induction hood. It kind of gives you that visual effect of a cowl induction hood. Obviously it's not a cowl induction hood, but it just gives you that sporty look that looks like a cowl induction hood. But let's start over here at the headlights. As you can see, you have your daytime running light right here, as well as your LED headlamps in there. You also have your LED high beams right there that are adaptive. And at the bottom of all that, you do have your LED turn signal right there. Coming down here at the bottom of the front bumper, you do have your LED fog lamp right here, as well as your little chrome trim piece right here that really accents that LED fog lamp, and I think looks very, very good. You also have this belt line chrome right here, which I'll show you guys when we move just a little bit farther down there. But let's finish up here at the front end first. You do have this chrome grille surround around your chrome grille. You also have your Ford emblem right at the center of the grille. Right beneath that, you do have your forward-facing camera. This particular car does not have a 360-degree view camera. However, you do have a forward-facing camera, and you do have a rear-view camera as well. To go along with that forward-facing camera, you do have these forward-facing sensors, as you can see right here at the bottom of the front bumper. So that just makes it a little bit easier to park. And obviously that forward-facing camera also makes it a little bit easier to park. But just below all of that, you can see you have this gray type trim piece right here at the bottom of the front bumper, which I think looks very, very good and definitely accents all the chrome pieces here at the front end. But let's move along. As you can see, you do have these 20-inch aluminum wheels right here that are wrapped around in a Hankook 245/50 R20, and you can see they are an all-season tire. And this is the belt line chrome that I was talking about that comes with the Titanium Elite package. And it just really, all the chrome pieces come together and complement each other very, very nicely. As you can see, you do have your chrome window trim surround as well. Over here at the top of your mirror cap, it is also paint matched to that agate black paint. You have your integrated turn signal right here, and just below all of that, you do have your LED puddle light, which makes it very easy to see what's going on out here at night. But right here, again, you do have your chrome trim that goes across the door handle. However, the door handle itself is painted in that agate black. You just have that little chrome trim piece. Same goes for here and on the other side as well. Moving over to here, you do have your capless filler neck. All you got to do is push on that and it opens up. 87 octane will be just fine. Closing that, again, you do have your 20-inch aluminum wheels right there. Moving to the rear, you do have your LED tail lamps right here, as well as your LED turn signal and your LED reverse light as well. You do have your third brake light right there, and right here you do have your rear wiper as well. As you can see, you got your Ford emblem, your Edge emblem, and this right here is your rear view camera. However, you do have a rear view camera washer. So where I live in Virginia, we do get salt on the roads and stuff like that. And sometimes when the salt gets wet and stuff like that, you do have a low pressure zone at the rear of the car, which kind of makes the air pretty turbulent and can make your rear view camera pretty salty and make it kind of hard to see when you're backing up either at night or even during the day. So that rear washer for your rear view camera definitely can come in handy. As you can see, you got your titanium badge right there, and you got your all-wheel drive badge right there as well. This does have a power liftgate. All you got to do is have your key fob in your pocket and push this little button right in there, and the tailgate will open up just like that to reveal all your storage space back here. This is plenty and plenty of storage space, especially for a vehicle of this size. Like I said, this is a medium-sized SUV. It is not a compact SUV. So I mean, you got tons and tons of storage space. You could definitely fit 4 or 5 suitcases, even with those seats up. But let me come in here. I'm gonna put these seats up, and I want to show you what you can do here when you're at the rear. You can actually fold the seats down from the trunk. As you can see, push this button right here and those seats will fold down just like that. Same goes for that side, but I do have a backpack blocking that. Under all of that, you open this up and that reveals your spare tire as well as your little filler neck. Like I said, you do have a capless filler neck, so that thing right there makes it just a little bit easier to fill up. If you run out of gas, you can fill up with a gas tank. Right here, you also have a 12-volt outlet as well. And you got a little storage space right here, as well as a little bit more storage space right there. You got a light right there as well. Close that. Push that button right there and that will fold down. It makes a little noise just to let you know that it is coming down. You can also open up the rear hatch by pushing this button twice right here. But moving here to the bottom of the rear bumper, as you can see, you have a reflector on this side as well as a reflector on this side. And this rear end is very angular. It makes it look very, very sporty. And you also have dual exhaust here as well with your gray painted rear valance. Looks very, very good. It just gives the rear end a more aggressive look. You do have the trailer tow package, which is a $435 option. And with that option, you're able to have a max tow capacity of 3,500 pounds. And here is the only trailer lighting option that you do have. It's a 4-prong right there. But 3,500 pounds is pretty impressive for a vehicle of this size. But with that said, let's move into performance. Popping open that hood reveals that 2.0 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder that makes 250 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is able to push this titanium edge from 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds with all-wheel drive. And when the 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder is mated to all-wheel drive, you're able to achieve 20 miles per gallon city and 28 miles per gallon highway, which in my opinion is very, very impressive, especially considering the size of this vehicle. You know, this isn't a small vehicle by any means, but it's still can achieve 20 miles per gallon city and 28 miles per gallon highway with all-wheel drive. So that's just something to keep in mind. This is a very fuel efficient vehicle. You're gonna have no problem driving through snow or on the occasional muddy road that you might encounter. And that's really awesome, like I said, considering that this is not a small SUV and it also has all-wheel drive. So very impressive fuel efficiency. But with that said, let's move into the interior. Moving into the interior, you do have keyless access. All you gotta do is have your key fob in your pocket and you can open up the vehicle just like this. Come up to it, have your key fob in your pocket, and you can hear the vehicle unlocked. Or another thing that you can do, obviously you can unlock the vehicle through your key fob by pushing the unlock button right there. However, you can also use your forward keypad right there. So all you got to do is memorize your code, type in your code, and you can get into the vehicle. But like I said, all you got to do is have your key fob in your pocket. Vehicle opens up just like that. Let's talk about this door panel right here. This particular interior color is called Ebony, and it's kind of like a reddish brown type material here at the center of the seat. You also have that red accent colored stitching, as you can see right there. But on the seat bolsters, you can see that leather is black. It all comes together and looks very, very nice. I'm definitely a fan of this interior color. But you get more of that reddish brown leather right here at the top of the door panel. It is kind of like a faux leather type material. You've got your aluminum trim that goes around your door handle and lock buttons, as well as your seat memory functions right there. You have your aluminum door handle right there. Coming over to here, you do have automatic up and down forward windows. So both that person and this person both get automatic up and down windows. However, in the rear, you do not get automatic up or down windows. So that's just something to keep in mind. You do have very minimal storage space here at the bottom of the door panel in the forward edge, but you could fit, let me see if I can fit this. This is like a smart water bottle sized, and you can fit that in there. Yeah, you could definitely fit that little water bottle in there, and definitely fit a Deer Park water bottle in there, no problem. But let's step into the interior. Like I said, you do have a driver power seat as well as a power passenger seat as well. Stepping in, you do have your fog light controls right here. These are your headlight controls. So you do have automatic. This is to just turn them on, and this is for your daytime running lights. These are for your instrument panel. You can turn down the brightness or turn up the brightness. This is to open up your rear hatch, and this is your traction control button right there. But let's step in and fire her up. As you can see right here, you do have your 12-inch infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay, as well as wireless Android Auto. You also do have your 2 driver information screens right here, so you can control this one right here with these left buttons, just like that, and you can control from miles an hour to intelligent all-wheel drive, distance to empty, your RPM gauge, your fuel gauge, and as well as your coolant temperature. Keep going, you got your tire pressure and stuff like that. You can also go through here and go through your fuel economy, driver assist, and your settings and stuff like that. But personally, I like to keep it on the digital speedometer. You also have a analog speedometer right here, and just below that you do have your park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And on this side you can go in between your entertainment, your navigation, and your phone. But I'm going to take my jacket off here real quick because I'm getting kind of hot. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm really gunning for 10,000 subscribers, and I cannot do that without your guys' help. So if you guys would, please help me make my dreams come true by hitting that subscribe button, giving this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what your favorite feature has been of this Ford Edge Titanium. All right, jacket is off and I'm feeling better. As you can see right over here, you got your entertainment stuff, your navigation stuff, and your phone stuff. So you can go through your all calls, outgoing calls, incoming calls, missed calls, stuff like that. Navigation, obviously, it gives you your little compass, entertainment, and it tells you exactly what music I'm playing. And as you can see, right here, I am connected to Apple CarPlay. Like I said, this is a 12-inch Sync 4 system right here. So you got your Apple CarPlay stuff right here at the top when you have that on. As you can see, you got all your different media stuff right down here. And at the bottom of that, this is your climate control stuff. As you can see, I got my heated seat on, as well as my heated steering wheel, heated seat. I can turn it down if I want it in the middle, want it a little bit more hot and all the way hot, just like that. Or I could just turn it off, just like that. You also have your ventilated seats because these seats are perforated, as you can see. So you have heated seats as well as ventilated seats here in the front. If it's hot in the summer, you got your ventilated seats. If it's cold in the winter, you got your heated seats. Like I said, this is a push button start, so all you gotta do is have your foot on the brake, push that button, and the engine fires up, and it lets you know that the engine is on with that little green illuminated light right there. Coming over here to the steering wheel, you do have a power adjustable tilting and telescoping steering wheel, just like that, all controlled by this little button right here. Like I said, these buttons control what's going on over there. These buttons control what's going on over there. But one little gripe I do have about this little keypad is that when you're driving and you try to click this top button, you kind of have to overextend your thumb. I know, first world problems, but that's just something I thought I would add because it is a little bit kind of weird to push that button right up top. But obviously, it's not that difficult to do so. Just something I thought I'd point out. Obviously, right here, you got your paddle shifters for your downshifting, paddle shifters for your upshifting right here. You got your adaptive cruise control settings right here. You got your turn signal stalk right here with your lane centering. So all you got to do is push this button and you got lane centering on. Push the button again and your lane centering system is off, as you can see right there. Over here, this is to go back on a track, go forward on a track, to speak to the vehicle, to mute the radio, as well as to turn up the radio, turn down the radio right there. Like I said, you do have a leather wrapped heated steering wheel right here. But funny enough, the horn sounds kind of strange. Here, listen to it. Kind of interesting. It doesn't sound like an American horn, but that's just something I thought I would point out. You got your auto dimming rear view mirror right here. And as you can see, you do have your panoramic roof, which is a $1,595 option that I personally think is well worth it. It makes the cabin feel a lot more open and airy. Right here, you have a microphone to speak to your Bluetooth radio. So when you're on a phone call, that is where the mic picks up. As you can see, when you open this up, you got your 2 lights, both on the left hand and right hand side of that. Closing that and moving over to here, you got your sunglass holder. So all you gotta do is open that up, put a place for your sunglasses right there. Obviously, you do have your interior lighting right there, as well as over here. This is for your shade, just like that. Let's keep that open, so push that button again. Shade goes back, just like that. This turns on all the interior lighting. So as you can see, got a light on right there, light on over there, as well as your 2 lights up here in the front. This is for your interior lights, so if you want them to come on when the door opens up, that's the button you press. And obviously, this is for your panoramic roof. If you just want to tilt it like that, that's what that button does. This opens it up all the way, and that closes it. Moving down here, you got a little bit of storage space for a phone, a tape measure, whatever you want to put, little small items right up there. Moving down to here, like I said, you got your 12-inch screen. We went over that. You got your aluminum volume knob right here, as well as your aluminum tune knob right there. You also have a little camera button for your forward facing camera, as you can see right there. Or we can throw it into reverse, and you got your rear view camera right there. And just below that, you got your sensors. So as you can see, we're pretty close, but we're also pretty good. And you can see that it was green. The closer you get to an object, it turns yellow or it turns red, as you can see right there. And it also can sense on the left side as well as on the right side as well. But let's throw it back into park. Got your hazard button right here. This is for your defroster. So this turns on max defroster. So it knows what temperature to set, and it just turns the blower all the way up. Again, to go back on a song, to go forward on a song, and to play or pause a song, obviously you got your passenger airbag on or off right here. Wireless charging pad down in there, as well as a USB-A port and a USB-C port right there. Right here you got your transmission dial, so you got park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So right now I'm in drive. I'm going to turn the vehicle off, and you will be able to see that it turns it right back and puts us in park automatically, which is an awesome safety feature. But let's fire her back up. If you turn all the way to the right, you put her in drive, and you push this button right here. Now you are in sport mode, and when you come over to here, your RPM gauge pops up. But you turn off sport mode, push the S button again, and boom, your RPM gauge goes away. So let's throw her back into park. Electronic parking brake right here, automatic stop start off. This is for your park assist, and this is for to turn on your sensors or to turn your sensors off. I recommend to leave them on. But yeah, this is like kind of like an interesting type pattern right here. It kind of looks like faux carbon fiber, but at the same time it doesn't. So that's just kind of the way I would describe it. It's got a cool little pattern on it, as you can see. Right here you got two different cup holders, and as you can see at the bottom of that, it is illuminated, which is really cool. So at night you can see kind of where you're going to set your drinks, just like that. Another cool little thing that this car does have that all Fords seem to be having nowadays is that I can put my phone in right here, and I have a nice little spot to store my phone while I'm driving, so I can see, hey, did I get a phone call or something like that. So I can kind of watch my phone from right there if it's not in the wireless charging pad. So take my phone out, and let's move into the center console. You got a nice little storage space right here in your center console. Again, you can take this out if you so desire, and it's pretty deep. Like, I can fit my whole forearm in there, so you actually got plenty of storage space down there. As you can see, plenty of storage space. So if you guys want to store a lot of stuff down in there, you can definitely do so. But let's put this back here, just like that. But another spot that you could set your phone down, or a passenger could set their phone down in, is right there. And you can also close that, and you can still keep your phone there and access it just like that. So that's really awesome. But let's move over to the glove box. It is a lockable glove box. I got my backpack right here. All you got to do is push on that, and the glove box opens up, and you can fit your owner's manual, napkins, straws, whatever you want to put in there. And again, more of that faux carbon fiber type material. It's not like that faux carbon fiber, but that's kind of like what the pattern looks like. This particular titanium does have the 12 speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is awesome, and it sounds fantastic. It's a very, very clear sound system. It's got just the right amount of bass that you want. So yeah, definitely a fan of that Bang & Olufsen sound system. It's super clear, even at higher volumes. So yeah, it's a fantastic sound system. No complaints whatsoever. I give it A+ rating for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Again, you got your 3 different driver memory settings right there. And a few other things that I wanted to go over before we moved into the rear seats is that this particular vehicle does have adaptive cruise control with stop and go. You also have lane centering, like I pointed out. You also have evasive steering assist, as well as rain sensing wipers. So when your rain sensing wipers come on and you have your automatic headlights on, it will turn your headlights on. So that's nice, a nice little safety feature. And that's definitely great, because it's actually illegal to not have your headlights on when your windshield wipers are going. So Ford's got your back. They definitely don't want you to get a ticket, so that's really cool. But let's move into those rear seats. So move into the rear. Obviously, if you have your key fob in your pocket and the vehicle is locked, you can also put your hand behind here and it will unlock just like that. Same type material that you had at the front door panel aluminum door handle right here, aluminum trim around your speaker and your door handle. More of that reddish brown type leather right here with that accent stitching. Looks very, very premium. Got a nice little door handle that you can wrap your hand around fully. Like I said, you do not have automatic up or down windows in the rear. And you got a pretty small door panel space at the bottom. So you could probably fit a water bottle, but not much more than that. As you can see, here are your seats. Again, that bolstering is in black, as you can see. And then down the center, you got that perforated leather with that reddish brown type color. So let's move into the interior. As you can see, I'm sitting behind myself. I'm 5'9" and I got plenty of leg room, plenty of knee room. So if you're 6 foot something and you're sitting behind me, you're gonna have no issues. Even if you're 6'1" and I'm sitting behind you, I still think I would have plenty of leg room back here. As you can see, you have your seat back pocket right here, as well as a seat back pocket right over there as well. You got your 2 HVAC vents here at the rear, as well as your heated seats with 2 levels of adjustment. You can also fit some Hershey's Kisses in here if you want to, but you're not really gonna fit more than that. A Kit Kat bar probably wouldn't even fit in there because that's pretty small. But moving down to here, I'm not sure if the GoPro is going to pick it up, but you do have a USB-A port as well as a USB-C port right there, followed by a 150 watt household outlet right here, as you can see. And the outlet is ready to go with that green illuminated light right there. Closing that, I think these seats in the rear are actually very, very comfortable. I think the front seats are definitely more comfortable. However, these seats are still very, very comfortable, and I could see myself doing a long road trip. I'm trying to see if I can recline them a little bit. I think I can. Oh yeah, I could definitely do a long road trip. I got these seats reclined, as you can see. You got your normal seat setting right there, and now I'm reclined. So definitely a good amount of reclinability. Definitely extend my legs out, and definitely could see myself doing a long road trip here in this Edge. Maybe from here down to Miami, something like that. I'd like to go to Miami. Anyway, you got your center fold down armrest right here with 2 cup holders. So yeah, definitely could make myself very comfortable back here in the Edge. I got my 2 arms down on both the armrests, and it's very, very comfortable. As you can see right here, got another handle as well as your LED lighting right there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the interior. I will see you guys in the driver's seat. And now onto the driving portion of the review, and the Edge just drives very, very nicely. That 2-liter 4-cylinder's got plenty of get up and go. I definitely don't feel like it needs any more power. However, if you guys do want a little bit more power, you guys can get that 2.7 liter that's in the Edge ST. I'm not 100% sure on what the horsepower and torque numbers are. However, I will throw those up right here on screen for those of you guys who want just a little bit more get up and go. But for those of you guys who are just looking for a nice, very comfortable daily driver that looks very good from the outside, looks very good from the inside, and is also just a very ergonomical feel and is very, very comfortable, I think the Edge Titanium with that 2-liter 4-cylinder will be plenty fine for you guys. Like I said, this thing's very, very comfortable, whether it's the ride or the seats. They're both very, very comfortable. This thing just rides very, very smoothly, and the seats are also just very, very comfortable. And I've said this literally in every single Ford review that I've done. Ford seats are just some of the most comfortable seats on the market. Yes, I mean, I haven't sat in a Rolls Royce or something like that, but Ford and Lincoln seats are just super, super comfortable. If you guys have seen my Lincoln MKZ video, I used to have a 2017 Lincoln MKZ 3.0. That thing was fast as heck, by the way, 400 horsepower, 400 torque. But those seats were some of the most comfortable seats ever, period. And I didn't even have the massaging seats. They were just the base seats. But those seats are just super, super comfortable, especially on a long road trip. And the seats in this car are no different. The steering feel is very nice. It's very light and easy to turn. So you could basically drive this car with one finger, no problems. Very, very light steering feel. Like I said, a little gripe that I do have has to do with the steering wheel is that when I'm trying to kind of adjust what's going on over here, it's just a little bit more difficult. And like I said, you kind of do have to extend your thumb a little bit more than you normally would if this was just like a little bit lower. but that's not really an issue. It's just something that I thought I would point out, because you definitely do have to reach a little bit more. But the reality is, when you're driving down the road, how often are you going to be trying to reach that button anyway? Like I said, this does have adaptive cruise control with stop and go. You got your blind spot monitoring right at the upper right hand corner on that mirror, and on the upper left hand corner on this mirror. I'm going to try to show you guys once we get up to speed here. See, blind spot monitoring came on right there. And same goes for this side, except it's just on the opposite side of the vehicle. One thing that I do like about the Edge is that the acceleration is very, very smooth. There's no real jerkiness in the powertrain, which is really nice. I don't really like getting in vehicles that have like a jerky powertrain, and sometimes you do find those in some certain vehicles, even in new vehicles. But this particular vehicle is not jerky by any means. It's very silky smooth to get up and go, even with the auto stop start system. And I've gone in depth on auto stop and how much I do not like auto stop start, and the reality is, how much gas does it really save? However, you know, this auto stop start system, it doesn't really bother me yet. Maybe after daily driving it might start bothering me. But if it does start bothering me every time I get in the vehicle, all I gotta do is push the auto stop start off, and it's deactivated, as you can see. But let's get up and go and feel the kick a little bit of this 2-liter 4-cylinder. Hop in this lane. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's got plenty of get up and go, especially this being a 2-liter 4-cylinder. Let's get on it kind of at passing speed. And I just love how it kind of just builds power, kind of like an NA motor, you know. On a naturally aspirated motor, it builds power as you get up in the RPM, and that's kind of what this feels like. I haven't really hit it from a stop yet, which I'm sure hitting it from a stop is going to be different, just because it is a turbocharged motor, and turbocharged motors for the most part do have turbo lag, whether it be a little, whether it be a lot. So we'll skip to an acceleration video here from a stop right now, and we'll see what it's like. 0 to 60. Boom, it really hits the power right there. In between shifts, you definitely lose some momentum, 60 miles an hour. But yeah, plenty quick. Like I said, more than adequate power. I definitely don't feel like it needs any more. However, if you guys have a lead foot, you might want to just compare this, maybe test drive this, test drive the Edge ST, and be like, is the Edge ST really worth the extra money for that extra power and the looks? Coming up to this stoplight here, brakes are very, very easy to use. Definitely don't have to push my foot that far into the brake pedal in order to get it to stop, which is something that I always like feeling. Sometimes you get in like trucks in particular, you kind of have to put your foot a little bit farther into the brake pedal in order to get them to stop. Obviously, it's a truck, it's a little bit heavier than this car would be, obviously, but let's hit it. Little bit of turbo lag, but definitely no wheel spin, which is awesome. Obviously, this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, and I think it is front-wheel drive biased, so I did feel like it, I did feel the front slip a little bit, but then it just went. So very, very minimal wheel spin, if any at all. So very, very quick. You know, it's still more than adequate power for day-to-day use. If you guys are wanting to get something a little bit faster, like I said, there is the Edge ST, and the Edge ST has that black grille, black wheels. It looks a little bit sportier, obviously, than this would. This is more of like, you know, one of the regular daily driver vehicles, very low-key. The Edge ST is not low-key at all. It's just got that sporty looking profile, sporty looking wheels, sporty looking front end, sporty looking rear end. So if you guys are not all about that, like I just push down on the gas a little bit and it really just went. So it's got good passing power for sure. But 0 to 60 time, you can definitely feel it being just a little bit slower, just a 7-second-ish 0 to 60. I believe I said the 0 to 60 time was like 6.8 seconds, and it definitely feels like a 6.8 second 0 to 60. But you know, the reality is you don't really need a fast daily driver, unless you like me and you're kind of just silly and you like to get on it everywhere you go. That's me. I am 21 years old, so I do kind of like just feeling the acceleration anywhere I go. So personally, if I was to get a daily driver and I had a good chunk of change, because you need to be making a good chunk of change to afford it, would be the 2022 Ram TRX Ignition. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button, because that is the car that I am working towards. So like I said, I'd appreciate it if you guys would hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, let's get back into the video. Very, very smooth feeling car. The insulation from the outside, just a very, very quiet riding car. It takes bumps very, very well. So yeah, if you guys are looking at one of these cars, definitely I'd say go out and test drive it. I think you guys will see what I'm talking about when it comes to just the ease of driving this vehicle. Very easy to steer, very easy to park. Yes, you don't have a 360-degree view camera, but you do have that forward-facing camera and you have that rear-facing camera, and you also have those sensors on the side. So if you guys are worried about curbing a vehicle because you don't have a 360-degree view camera, I pulled into a parking spot with a curb on the right of me, and it alerts you when you get too close to the curb. So you guys don't have to worry about having a 360-degree view camera and curbing your wheels, because those sensors will definitely steer you away from hitting the curb. Obviously, you can still hit a curb, and it's definitely easier when you have a 360 camera, but I don't think it's going to be an issue if you don't have one. But yeah, like I said, very easy to park, very easy to drive. It drives smaller than it is, and this is still a pretty decent sized vehicle, so it's pretty awesome that it drives like a smaller vehicle. Very little body roll. Yes, there is a little bit of body roll. However, if you guys don't want body roll, you're going to step up to the Edge ST, and that gives you the more power, probably a stiffer suspension. I haven't driven one, so I'm not 100% sure on the suspension if it's stiffer. I'm sure it is, just because it's a sportier vehicle. But yeah, like I said, very comfortable ride, very comfortable seats, very easy to drive, and it just feels like a solid vehicle. Yes, it's not like a BMW here on the interior. You don't have like all the BMW fit and finish, but for the price tag, the MSRP of this particular vehicle is $49,265, and personally, in my opinion, for the price tag, I think you definitely are getting your money's worth. You know, it's just a very nice interior. Sound system sounds fantastic. You got that panoramic moonroof right up there. So yeah, I mean, it's a very nice looking vehicle. So yeah, if you guys are willing to spend $50,000, I definitely think that this car is worth it. Very comfortable, like I said. But yeah, that's gonna conclude today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm really gunning for 10,000 subscribers, and I cannot do that without your guys' help. So like I said, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what your favorite part about this car was. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next review. Peace.